This is Marcus J. of Legacy Internet Radio, and this segment of our show is sponsored by the Doctor of Optometry, Dr. Euphemia Huggins-Williams, ODPC. She's my eye doctor, y'all, and she makes sure that everything is great and copacetic with my eyes, making sure I don't have any glaucoma, any cataracts, stigmatisms, or anything like that. So call her up at 804-327-1640, 804-327-1640, or drop by at 7124 Forest Hill Avenue, Suite B in Richmond, Virginia, 23225. She's got a great selection of stylish eyewear, takes all kinds of insurances. So definitely make sure you check out the Doctor of Optometry, Dr. Euphemia Huggins-Williams, ODPC, at 804-327-1640. That's 804-327-1640.
Hello, everybody. This is your host, the one and only Mr. LP Steven Sykes, keeping it going. Woo! We had a interesting and fun field night. First off, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Sincere for holding it down. How you doing, bro?
Hey, man, I'm looking for some snow. Give me some snow. Let me get another day out of school so I can get away from these kids. Just one day, though. Just one.
Just one day.
In fact, 2 hour delay.
2 hour delay. Okay. Well, first off, everybody, welcome to Enliven Radio. I'm your host, the one and only Mr. LP. We're part of LegacyInternetRadio.com. We had a little bit of emergencies, but as with always saying with Enliven Radio, you got to learn how to handle the good and the bad and all the little difficulties. But we got everything going out here, so we're gonna run a little bit longer than normal, just so we can get everything in as everything. And again, shout out to Mr. Sincere for keeping it going and all the good information you passed along. See, I told you can host this show, bro.
Hey, man, next time I want to be able to be prepared to host the show.
But see, we always got it like that, man. Don't let nobody know. Man, you're not supposed to say nothing.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
Shout outs to everybody that's listening on LegacyInternetRadio.com and also out to the LoudCity.com, to the MixLRpage.com, and also to our TuneIn application for your desktop and on your cell phone. So we're doing it big. In addition, shout out to Miss Brandy Richardson, who was not able to join us today. Miss you, girl. We're going to get you back on and everything else. So we apologize. Shout out to Mr. Cutting Edge and everybody out there who's listening. First and foremost, everybody, as always, we didn't get a chance to get into it before, but I always start off the show with a prayer. Dear Lord, thank you very much for keeping us safe and warm and through these troubling and hard end times. And we're doing what we can, Lord, and things have always been difficult, but we're always going to keep your words in check and with us in our mind, body, and spirit. Please help all those who are cold, hungry, sick, shut in, and everything, and make sure they're safe during these cold times, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. We have two lovely guests, and I've worked so very hard to get these two people here. We was going to get her a couple of weeks back, but she had to make some changes. She said, Steve and I couldn't get there. I had to count my money in the bank. It wasn't, I'm sorry. I got to roll like that. But I appreciate her and her daughter here today and so forth for all of what was going on. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Young lady to my left, you.
I'm Crystal Diggs. I am Crystal Diggs.
Crystal Diggs, how you doing today?
I'm fine, and yourself?
All right, no problem. And we have here, who's to my right here?
Alexis Gittins.
I'm sorry, Alexis who?
Gittins.
Gittins. Okay, spell that because I just not.
Gittens.
Okay. We're doing good and everything. So I appreciate that y'all coming down here. First off, how was your trip?
Well, when I called you at 6 o'clock, I was 15 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
And then my tire blew out. So we just got here about 5 minutes ago.
Well, first of all, stop messing with those animals on the side of the road. You won't be swerving. We was doing the speed limit. It was like 72. Was you texting and driving?
No, actually I wasn't.
Yes.
No, I was not. I wasn't texting and driving. I really wasn't.
Oh,
not this time. We was rocking to the music. That old school CD you left in the car. Wasn't we dancing to the music?
Yeah.
Somebody said dancing and texting. That's what I'm saying.
So how you dance and text and drive at the same time?
I have been guilty of that, but I was not doing that when the tire blew out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, not a problem. Okay, well, we'll take your word for it. But I did see the tires, so I just want to let you know. First off, as what we're doing now with our guests is, first off, we always encourage our guests. We always are a positive show. We're always trying to do positive and great things. But before we get into some of the wonderful and great things that y'all are doing, please, I have a small quote, a positive thing that I would like for you to read. Excuse me.
Okay. You can be the most beautiful person in the world, and everybody sees light and rainbows when they look at you. But if you yourself don't know it, all of that doesn't even matter. Every second that you spend on doubting your worth, every moment that you use to criticize yourself is a second of your life wasted. Is a moment of your life thrown away. It's not like you have forever. So don't waste any of your seconds. Don't throw even one of your moments away. C. Joy Bell C.
Awesome. All right, and you, young lady?
What is courage? What defines a courageous act? It is said that the brave and cowardly person are the fearful. However, it is the brave one who faces his fear and does what needs to be done. We will be faced with many things that scare us throughout our lives. How can we become the kind of people that face our fear and do it anyway? Human growth takes a place when we take small steps. Each time we face our fears, we become more of the courageous person that we would like to be.
Awesome. How do you think about those statements?
Actually, the first one is relevant to me right now, so definitely right on time word.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, first and foremost, young lady, Miss Crystal Diggs, thank you again for being here and things like that. So, sorry, she's mom. She got to take care of everything first. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Miss Crystal Diggs. Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, Brooklyn in the house. All right, I'm a Manhattan man. But,
yeah, that don't really count.
Well, excuse me. Let's not get into that here. I don't want to pull my belt out and embarrass you and everything. But so you're Brooklyn and New York. So how you like being down here in Virginia? You left Brooklyn because you hate it, and you came down to Virginia.
Ooh, Virginia is very interesting. I would sadly say I wouldn't recommend it unless you're here to raise a family.
All right. So before we get into that, so how long you been in Virginia?
11 years.
Awesome.
I've been trying to get out ever since.
But you know what? A lot of people get here, stay here, and do things. So, Miss Alexis, so you were born here in Virginia?
No, I was born in Brooklyn.
You were born in Brooklyn. Okay, not a problem. Okay, well, how old are you?
16.
16. You honor roll student?
Close.
Okay, that's not good enough. Okay.
No, she's getting there.
Okay, we have a rule. All children, especially women and young women and men, all have to be on the dean's list, honor roll dean's list, and preferably Rhodes Scholar. But we accept dean's list. Okay, so make sure you stay on the honor roll, all A. We don't take the AB or that B one. All A. We expect nothing but greatness. Okay. All right. So, Miss Diggs, what are you doing down here in Virginia? Well, what do you do now?
Well, I'm working on my empire. That's what you want. That's what I call it. I feel like wealthy people change the world. Okay. So I'm working on becoming wealthy so I can change the world. Okay.
So how are you doing that?
Well, I got so many different avenues. First, I have my own television show called Who Digs Me.
Who Digs Me?
Who Digs Me.
Oh, okay. When does that show come on?
It's actually not on right now.
Okay.
I'm preparing to start shooting my third season in a few months.
Okay, so when was the first two on?
My TVZ, Channel 2. I believe it's Channel 2.
Channel 2
depending
where?
Depending on the state, the cable station, I believe it was Channel 2.
Is there
Cox and...
So it's on the Cox channel?
It's on a... no, it's on a network, but it's like a local channel, so it runs on all stations. But depending on what you have, if you have Cox or Dish or Direct, the number is different.
Okay. So Who Digs Me? Mm-hmm. So what's the premise of the show?
The initial show was a dating show. Mm-hmm. I wanted to show that we could positively date and get to know people without it being dramatic or unnecessary foolishness. So I took 3 men and 3 women on different dates throughout the city for about 6-month period. And at the end of the session, they had to pick who they wanted to stay with or get to know better. Mm-hmm. And then with all of that, I would have, I conformed into a talk show. So we would give them information on better dating tips or being a better person, because everything is a relationship. So if you don't got one right, she ain't got them all right.
Awesome. So is this an hour-long show or 2-hour show?
It's 30 minutes. It's shot live. The actual taping is about 30 minutes, but we usually have question and answers and mix and mingling after the fact. So the actual sitting itself probably about over an hour and a half, but the taping, the TV show itself is 30 minutes.
How many episodes is this show?
Well, season 1 was 8, season 2 was 12. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with season 3 yet, because we're just taking some different directions, and I've grown and the business has grown, so direction will be different. So I'm just kind of excited to see what's happening next.
Okay, so what's the direction of the 3rd season?
More about people empowerment for the most part. More positive information being bestowed. Like I said earlier, if you don't have a good relationship, everything's relationships. Boyfriend and girlfriend, mom and dad, work, kids and parents. If you don't have a good foundation within yourself, you can't be good to anybody.
Awesome.
So the show is based on giving you tips on how to be, the pros and cons of being you and being a better you.
All right. Similar to, I do an empowerment series on our YouTube channel, so I can understand that. So now you're running a TV empire, and what else is going on for you?
Well, as of recently, I started. I have a consignment shop called Diggs.
Is that it's just it's just DIGS?
It's DIGGS. Because my last name is Diggs, so I try to incorporate my name in everything. But Diggs, back in the 70s, 80s, Diggs meant your clothes. Like, you like my Diggs, you dig my Diggs, and that means you was in style and you were fly. So I like to think that Diggs refers to fly clothing for plus size women.
Okay, so it's only for plus size women.
Yes.
So you hate skinny women.
They're all right.
All right.
No, I just think that for plus size women, I love the economy. I love the clothing, but the reality is a lot of people can't afford it. So I'm just there, a means to an end, to give you affordable clothing without it being cheap.
Okay. So what about the men?
What about the men?
So, we don't hardly have a good store, especially designed by women, and you got all these things. What about the men? We can't get any clothes?
I mean, you can. I'm not saying I'm not touching that avenue, but I'm not familiar with it, so I don't want to put my hand in something I ain't comfortable with. Hey, looking crazy. I can dress you now.
So you can dress me?
I can dress you.
So you can hook me up?
I can hook you up.
Okay, not a problem. So now, where's Diggs located at?
You can go to the website. It's online right now.
Could you spell that for us?
www.diggsdigs.com.
Okay, so this is an online consignment.
It's online consignment. We're considering going to a retail store, but that's still in the works. So when I have the information, I will pass it along.
All right, so you're gonna have a retail store in Richmond, Virginia, right? Or New York City or DC?
Probably. I would probably stay in the Hampton Roads area because we don't have as much of it there. We only have about 4 good quality stores.
I just went to one last week, so I'm sure interested in seeing how your clothing. So what does your consignment shop consist? You said of women's clothing plus size. Is it more retro? Is it new, futuristic?
It's everything from prom dresses to ball gowns to you want to go to a dinner, you want to go to the club, you want to go to church, you want to go hang out with your friends. We have shoes, we have bags, we have accessories. So it's really a one-stop shop. We even have jewelry.
Is the jewelry made or custom designed? Or
no, it's not custom. We have someone that makes custom jewelry, but it's just regular jewelry that you can get from any store.
Okay. Now you got jewelry. Excuse me. You have a consignment shop. You have a TV show. What else is going on with your empire?
I wrote a book. Oddly enough, 2011. No, 2012. I forgot that fast. I wrote a book called Favor. Favor. I published it myself. I actually will be re-releasing it this summer. And then I have a new program. Well, I have 2 other programs. I have a nonprofit called Finding Me, which helps you find who you are, to dig back into the things that...
Okay, I'm sorry. Say the name of the nonprofit again.
Finding Me.
Finding Me. Okay.
I found me so you could be a better you.
All right.
I mean,
so the whole thing is a nonprofit is just helping men, women, underage, who
everybody, men, women, old, young, boys, girls of any age or nationality. The reality is a lot of things that we experience happen when we were younger or whatever, and we don't deal with them, so in turn it changes us and we are not the best people we can be. So my goal is to dig into that history or that past, to deal with whatever it is that you're not dealing with, deal with it, and then, heal you. Well, not heal you, help heal you, and let you move on.
Okay. Quick question. We got a question on the MixLR page. Lady Michelle K. Robinson, thank you very much for joining us. She says, what's the website again? Can you spell it? DIGGSDIGS. DIGGSDIGS.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yes.
not a problem. We can probably do a .digs.
I try to get www.digs.com, and someone has that.
No, Digs is that's.
They just need to pass. They just need to pass. Just give me the website. That's all. I just want the website.
Right. So with Finding Me, how long that's been running?
Since January 2013.
All right, and is there a website for that?
Mm-hmm.
What's the website?
www.findingmenow.org.
Findingmenow.org. Okay. Yeah, cool. So now, with this and finding people, how has this enriched your life and things for you?
The reality is we're not here for ourselves, we're here for other people. Mm-hmm. So me helping other people, in turn, I'm helping myself. I'm healing myself. I am becoming better. And you want to live that way. You don't want to be stressed out. And a lot of times, if you're having a really, really bad day, if you just start helping somebody else, your own day will turn around.
So when you're going through these different changes and all this other different stuff, who are the people you're open to your doors to everybody, mm-hmm. but who comes to you the most?
Women. Mm-hmm. Who feel that they're insecure because something happened to them, something dramatic, maybe a divorce, something as severe as being raped or being cheated on, overweight, underweight, still not feeling that self-confidence. I have some men, but it's usually like women.
What are you said you found inspiration from finding yourself and things like that. What events that you went through that you needed in order to help find yourself?
Wow. I was molested mm-hmm. when I was younger. I was raped. I was homeless. I was in an abusive relationship. So all these things happened to me, and I didn't really go. When these things happen to you, you go to the right or the left. You can either go crazy or you cannot go crazy. And I didn't go crazy.
Thank God.
And I didn't understand why I didn't go crazy, because you meet people who have. And I prayed about it, and God's answer to me was that someone had to be the example. The experience is not for you. You're like the preventive maintenance. So I went through being beat up, so I can relate to someone who was beat up.
First off, my apologies coming from the other side of the gender role. I apologize for that.
Oh.
Right now, I know I have nothing to do with it, but there are a lot of boys perpetrating as men,
right?
And they should never have to go through situations like that. So my heart's out to you for those.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Going through those different things. And if you don't mind sharing, how you was molested young, how old were you when you went through the whole thing of rape and then homeless and things like that?
Time-wise, before I turned 13.
Okay.
Don't really remember the age is, but it was before I finished.
Before you finished high school?
Middle school. When I was in high school, well.
So you was raped while you were in middle school?
In college and in high school.
That's not right. How, now that you're a young woman mm-hmm. and things like that.
Thank you for calling me young. Appreciate it.
No, okay. This is no problem. We're speaking the truth around here.
Right.
Now that you're as a young woman, how do you, some things they say you do get over, some things you don't. Mm-hmm. And for every person it's different.
Right.
How did you, what did it take in order for you to get past those situations? I
don't know. I just kept moving. I didn't stop. I didn't realize I had it wasn't really a problem. I guess I didn't never really deal with it until I got older. So I was like 31. It was just things that I was doing with my money, how I treated people, how I reacted to things that made me look up one day and just, I went to church and my pastor said, don't let the pain use you, you use the pain. And I realized that I had used all these things the wrong way. I had a shopping addiction. I used to shop. I used to spend a whole bunch of money. I got debt. It was just like crazy. But I never knew that all those things was because of these things that happened to me. So until I went back to address the old name above, then I woke up and was like, wow, I'm free.
Is there any addictions that you're still fighting and struggling through now?
I love to shop.
Okay.
But I've made that work for me. And I say it all the time when I have my seminars. I let my past pay for my future. So now if I am shopping, I'm shopping for a garment for someone. I'll pay my bills first before I go to the mall. I'll make sure that everything is taken care of and that everything is paid and that my daughter is taken care of. Then if there's anything left over, I'll see who might need help, because I feel like if I have a friend who has no food, why do I buy a pair of shoes? So I just redirected it, because I think I will always love to shop, but my reasoning for shopping now is
purely giving back to the community.
Yeah, because I have people that come to my house right now literally to just raid my closet, and that's completely fine, because your job is to give. The blessing is the giver, not the receiver. So the more I give, the more eventually I'll get back, whether it be clothes or a connection or just a good word or whatever it could be, because that's how the world works.
That's true. I'll ask you a couple questions. You said your church. What church you go to now?
I go to the Rock Church.
The Rock Church in Deep Creek?
We used to be called the New St. Mark of Kojic. We were in Portsmouth, but we just recently moved this year, 2012. Well, we moved last year, but we moved officially to our new building in Deep Creek, the Rock Center Church.
Deep Creek, and for those who don't know,
Deep Creek is in, I'm learning the city, so I believe it's Chesapeake.
Is it Deep?
Is that Portsmouth? I think it's Chesapeake.
Okay, what's
Chesapeake.
What's the address?
Oh, now you're pushing it. I don't know that. I just know how to get there.
What's the website of the church?
The Rock Center Church.
.com. Okay. Pastor's name?
Michael D. Green.
The pastor's wife?
Laverne Green. First Lady Laverne Green.
What's the color of the building?
It's beige. It's a storefront, and our colors are red, and there's a big R on the front.
What's your phone? Jeff Haskins joined in the Mixlr. He says in Chesapeake. Thank you, Mr. Haskins.
Thank you.
And everything. What's the phone number of the church?
Nah, I don't know that.
See.
I don't know that, not because I'm really close with my pastor and my first lady, so I usually don't have to call the church. I just kind of call them directly.
Okay.
I'm not going to put their phone number on
see,
the radio.
Okay, not their number, but the number to the church for people.
But they're on Facebook under the Rock Center Church.
The Rock Center Church.
Let me check my email.
No, can't cheat. No, put that click it off. We don't cheat here.
Okay, I cut it off.
Okay.
No, but you can find them on the Rock Center Church.
All right, no problem.
The Rock Center Church.
All right. So you now have a TV show. You're running a foundation. You're running a online consignment shop. What else?
Oh, my final project. Well, one of my final projects is
temporary
final. Is the Beautiful Ones, which I started that last year, and we launched that 2014. It is actually a movement of plus size women. We started out just doing calendars of plus-size women in iconic artistic photography, and it kind of evolved into a movement of encouraging women like myself. I'm an advocate for plus-size because I was picked on pretty much up until like 8th grade, and that can haunt you forever, and you don't realize how many plus-size used to be this elephant in the room. And now, even as a plus-size woman, they have a stereotype or a standard for the plus size. And in turn, that leaves a lot of us plus-size women out of the loop. And then that makes us...
There's different types.
There's different types. So, back in the day, like a 14, 16, or if you were like a 10, 12, you were considered plus size, and you were kind of already everybody thought that you could sing. Everybody plus size could sing. We were always hungry. We're out of shape.
You're always hot.
We always hot. We always sweating. Our knees hurt. And, surprisingly enough, it's not just plus size women. I know young men and women that are younger than me, that are skinnier than me, that are out of shape, that can't walk up a flight of steps. It just doesn't make us different. It makes us seem like it's sick to be plus size. So.
See, and the funny thing is that today, I shouldn't say funny, but today they consider anything 6 and above plus size.
Right.
So
and then you have people being bulimic and not eating and throwing up and then binging and so that originally was to show that. Originally we started to show that women could do all type of photography. That we're not limited to just butt shots or breast shots, and that we can do iconic couture fashion. Mm-hmm. So we did a full-fledged calendar for it. I don't have a website for it, but I am on Facebook under The Beautiful Ones.
Okay, where's my calendar?
I actually have one in the bag.
Okay, thank you. Are you going to sign it for me?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So that's how it started. The movement was so great. The people that we helped, they've never had photo shoots before. They don't even know what it feels to have makeup on or get clothes made and new pair of shoes and jewelry. So we did the whole shebang, and the response was so overwhelming that we made it a complete movement of the Beautiful Ones. And it's fully a full, we haven't branched out to any other people, but it's right now it's just all plus size women of all ethnicities, if I'm saying that correctly.
Ethnicities.
There we go.
So you said it's called is a space in between?
Yep, the Beautiful Ones.
BEAUTIF. Well, that's about it. BEATIFUL ones. Or
yes, the Beautiful Ones.
Okay, not a problem. All right. See, you got a rock. It's a rock band. Is it ONES?
Mm-hmm. ONES. The Beautiful Ones on Facebook.
Huh. Well, we're going to get the link before we go.
Okay.
And things like that, because I get the rock group, and I want people to make sure they find your place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as you go through all of these different challenges, is that what made you come down to Michelle K. Robinson says, thank you for representing us plus size Robinson. We rock.
Thanks.
Women.
Thanks, Michelle.
Now, as you go through these different changes and stuff like that, what is any of these reasons you moved out of New York to come back?
I moved out of New York because my heart was broke. Jacked up relationship. You wanted to change, couldn't get peace, so I relocated. And I'm excited about being here now, because if I had not moved, I probably would not have done all that I have done if I would have stayed back in New York.
Okay.
So I appreciate that aspect.
So you basically, and I'm glad that you went, but now it's like you left. Would you say you left to basically run?
Well, yeah, I was running when I left the first time. But
so you came back and then
no, I'm saying when I left. Well, not the first time. When I moved here, I was running. I didn't think about it then. I didn't realize that until I was going through the process of finding myself to realize that, okay, you were running from some things. So I did not say move back, but I was able to address those things that bothered me.
Did the people that did these things to you, are they in jail?
No.
Okay, give me the names and addresses. I'll make sure they take them out.
The guy that actually, I will say the one guy that actually beat me up, he did do 2 years. And he tracked me down through Facebook, go figure, and he actually apologized. It took him a while to apologize, because he was just trying to be my friend, as if nothing was wrong, nothing ever happened, and when I was like, you don't remember that day? And he was like, well, it only happened one time. And I was just like, wow, okay, that's interesting. And then, I think he ultimately had a daughter, and then he had an epiphany, okay, that was really wrong, what I did to you. Even though it wasn't repeated, it only happened one time, it was still life-changing.
First off, granted, I wish you recognized it sooner, but God be the glory for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times when you ask for forgiveness, it's not necessarily of you, it's also for yourself.
Right.
And things. And you kind of have to move on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming you don't have any hate for this gentleman.
No, I don't have hate for anybody that did anything to me, because I feel like I don't know their story. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And some people do what they're taught. So you can't get mad at people for, and I've learned this from a good friend of mine recently, it's all about expectations. you can expect someone to be what they can't be. So you can't be mad at them if they can't be no better than who they are, especially if they don't have the right foundation, whether it's a single parent home, just a mom, just a dad, just somebody in their life. You don't know what they're being taught or what they see.
Yeah, a lot of men are still taught to do this to women. Unfortunately, just take command, take charge. That's what women want, and all the other foolishness.
I'm not saying I want an assertive man to know what you want, and I don't gotta feel like I gotta tell you what to do. I want somebody to take care of the household and maintain, and work together. But it's not my place. The flesh, yeah, we want to see everybody suffer that ever crosses. We want to see it. But the reality is, if we did see it, how we really feel. Like, would I really be happy if I saw somebody that hurt me hurt? Probably not. So I don't wish it on nobody because I don't want nobody to wish it on me. Because I know I've made some mistakes, not that dramatic, but because I wasn't healed, I was hurting people.
See, but the thing about all of this is you strike me as a person that can still take care of yourself and fight, beat somebody down if need be.
People test me on a regular basis, but they're safe because I'm saved.
Okay. Amen. That's what you got to do. That's what they all got to do. Jeff Hackett says that's what they all say. I hear you, bro. All right. So, Miss Alexis.
Yes.
Alexis,
yes.
how you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right. First off, young lady, be proud. Say your name one more time loud.
Alexis Gittens.
Gittens. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, first off, Ms. Hackins and a couple other people say, we need to chime up on those grades here. Okay.
Yeah.
Or we don't play that around here. So just fair warning. So when the grades? Oh, by the way, when the grades come out again?
I just got a report card last week.
Yeah.
So what were the grades in?
I had 4 B's.
Now come on, girl, speak up. We had what?
I had 4 B's, 3 C's, and a D. But it was better because I was struggling with.
So a D is better.
Yeah, it was better because I was struggling with algebra. I cannot stand algebra, which had messed me up last year. But I'm doing better. I'm doing better.
And what was the season?
It was like I think photography,
fashion marketing.
Fashion.
So you get A's. So you got a D. Wait a second. Your mom's into all of this stuff on consignment.
Exactly. Get
and
her.
You got
Get her.
okay.
Get her.
Hold.
Please.
Okay. So you got a D. You got a D in math.
I got it. Yeah.
A D. So is this algebra 1 or algebra 2?
Algebra 1.
Algebra 1. And you're in the 10th grade. Okay. Okay. All this is not adding up. So
because last year
in the 10th grade, you're supposed to be in junior algebra.
Last year I was in algebra honors, but I was pushing myself to pass the class, but I didn't pass the class.
Not as an excuse, and I know we're going to get to this point, but I know people are asking. Her father got sick during the school year, so we spent a lot of time out of school, out of town. Ultimately, unfortunately, he passed away over the summer. So her grades were roller coasting all year. So now that she's back up and running, she's playing catch up from what she missed out on. But the school is working with her, and she goes to tutoring to keep her together.
Okay.
But before that, she was always an honor roll student.
All right. Now, what were the A's in and the B's in?
I think the rest English,
social studies,
world history,
science,
and
biology.
Okay, hold on. Okay. 3 things. First, apologies to the passing of your father. But 2, I don't know the man. And everything else. But I'm going to tell you what my grandmother said, just for me. And I'm going to assume that this man, the same thing, we're going to probably say the same way. Praying. That's no excuse. To a point. And because, now, I understand we all go through emotional things, this, and this. Now, if you're going to honor, respect the man who helped give birth to you, I don't know the situation, but he's your father. You know, you need to respect that man for what he's done to this point. You know, whatever the situation, the best thing you can do is get up and get those, get those grades up. Mr. Haskins says that being driver's ed, time for him to get off the road. But now the thing I don't get is, the third thing is, so you got A's in traditionally the more difficult subject, history, science, biology, whatever, but you getting C's and D's in a field that your mom is an expert on. That's just like saying a mouse got a D in cheese. I mean, like, really?
I think I only got a D in algebra. It's only one D.
But you got C's in the fields that your mom got, and then like, don't you help your mom count money? Do you shop? Your mom says that she's an expert shopper, so you know about discount sales.
Me and her have different tastes.
That ain't. It's not about the taste. It's about the function.
Now, I will let you know that when I found out that she was not doing well in these classes, not only did I let her have it completely, because I sit on the computer all day. Like, literally, I work from home. So I already contacted the teacher to find out what she's lacking to do better.
Well, I appreciate you being a mother to stay.
Because we have this thing called Parent Portal or Emojo or whatever. So I'm always on there emailing if she's missing an assignment, why is she missing it, why was I not notified? You know, the algebra thing.
We should never have gotten that far, but I don't blame you.
No, but I let them know, like, why did it get that far? Because I was finding out when I'm getting, and then some of it was adding up, because if I look at the parent portal, it's saying one thing, and then she's coming home with something else. So that's when I had to be an advocate as far as being on top of them.
Because was this one of those things, because classes get so large, you got the teachers' assistants, the social workers thing.
Yeah, and you know,
were putting it in, because it's safe to say you're a decent good. So she's not looking at it from that point, but still, that's not good enough. Okay, so the math and all this other stuff. You shop, you buy things. So now you're trying to tell me that you can shop and buy other things, but you only care about math when it's important to you. So don't fall into that stupid stereotype of you don't know anything about numbers and shopping because you're a girl, especially a black woman and things like that. Because I'm very big on encouraging that. And I'm always big on encouraging women to get into math, sciences, and especially computers more, which you're going to need all that from math. Ms. Atkins says parents need to be involved, engaged like she is with her daughter. Appreciate that. Keep the comments going, everybody. Also, you can post on our email for enlivenradio@gmail.com, and also you can post to our Facebook page. But with all of that get it up, okay? I got a lot of information, and I'm gonna send this to your mother, okay? And before I'm done, go make sure you get it too. I'm very big on scholarships. Fill it out. Since you're in 6th grade, on tons of scholarships, you start filling out. So now that you're in 10th grade, you behind on my book, okay? When's your next report card come out?
I do not know. The snow days mess us up because we had got our report cards, I believe. Last Friday. We were supposed to get them on the Friday, I think 2 weeks ago.
They lost 2 weeks of school.
Yeah, we lost 2 weeks. And we got them, I think, a week after we came back.
So you got them, so it's basically been within like a week. You got your report card, and you couldn't definitively tell me your grades and what subjects and stuff.
Wait, now or?
Just now. Earlier you was like, I can't remember and things like that. That's not good enough. And things. What's the name of your high school?
Salem High School.
Oh, come on now. Really? Salem High School?
Yes.
If I recall, Salem High School is probably like one of the more easier schools.
No, sir.
And everything else?
No, it's not.
If I'm thinking of the other school.
Salem High School is one of the top elite schools in Virginia Beach. And I push her so hard because if she can master that class, she can master any school anywhere. That's why we work so hard to keep her in that school. I'm sorry.
Well,
Now, some people think that I should relocate her to a different school for easier purposes, but that's not going to work for me.
No.
I need her to work it out there.
To work it out.
Because she can work it out there, and she can work it out anywhere.
I would rather you go through something, and if you fall short, fine, but you still worked at it. And then, because you never know what you might become later on in life because you went through those challenges. But now the other thing is that I'm also big on, it's like there's tons of. I don't mean to harp on it, but I don't get it. There's math online. You can put in the answer in about 200 million websites and give you the answer. We'll break it down. There's YouTube. There's tons of professors that will easily, hey, you have a problem? I'll do it for fun and web chat with you and do the work with you. There's tons of videos on that. Where's the excuse?
Well, who's to say she's not doing all of that? Because she goes to tutoring
I do.
every day. She goes to tutoring Monday through Thursday for an hour a day. It's hard. Algebra hard.
It's only hard because you're saying it's hard.
What I'm saying is, if she's when I'm sister to you, I know my child, and I'm the parent that.
Because I used to love math.
Go to the tap store, get accessories, get tutoring, hire tutors, outside help. If she's doing her best and she's giving me a D, I'm excited about that D because she's doing her best. So if her best is that D, I'm not going to discourage her.
I just don't get algebra.
I'm there when she has to go to tutoring Monday through Thursday. I'm there when I got to go buy the books.
And then balancing the other 8 classes I have to take care of. So with tutoring.
And then she's going to summer school, and then she's taking extra stuff to mess up.
So you are going, okay.
So
I'll let you.
I'm about to say, because we on that journey.
Because see, I want you, but I'll let you slide because your mom said you're doing the best that you can. So
for me, she's been an honor roll student. I've fought myself to an extent because when she was in 9th grade, she wanted to come out of them honors classes, and I told her, no, I want you to stick it. I want you to work it out.
I'd rather you have B's and C's in your honors classes than all A's in the general classes and you're not doing anything because you're doing yourself a disservice. So I appreciate you for that.
So I wanted her to stick it out because she's always been an honor roll student.
No problem.
So because of that, that's why.
Okay.
She's always been an honor roll student. So therefore, I figured this was a hurdle she would get past outside of the emotional roller coaster. So for me, I'm excited about that D because she had an E when school first started. So for her to get to a D, I'm excited about that D because I know she's busting her behind because I'm on top of her. I'm on Emojo. I'm on Parent Portal. I'm emailing teachers. I'm on all the time. If this is her best, I'm excited about that best. In one of the top schools, if that D is her best, then so be it.
When you get your next report card, you're coming back here. All right, I want a report. If nothing else, you're going to come back here on a report. We got a deal?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm going to slide y'all down here a little bit to your left and things. I'm not going to bring our lovely co-hosts and things. Oh, hell, Miss Queen Brandy. How you doing today?
Do you want to go that way?
Yeah, you go this way.
Do you want to take that way?
Yeah, I'll let y'all share and everything else. You can save the chair. She's going to sit on that one. Go back here. Go back here. We're going to save the chair. All right. Hello, Miss Brandy. How you doing?
Hello. Sorry, I'm a little late. Had some technical difficulties.
That's not a problem. We were a little late. You didn't hear all the good fun stuff and things. You hear it on replay. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, I'll get a chance to catch up.
No problem. Besides the technical difficulties, how are you doing today?
I'm not bad. Can't complain. Just stressed as usual.
Well, now that I had to drink some water now because now that I got 3 beautiful women here, I'm getting a little bit hot.
Ooh, well, if this is what you call beauty, then that's a compliment. Stressed out day. It's like a train wreck.
I need to go ahead and step outside because it's just getting a little bit hard and so forth. Ooh. But I'm glad that your day is doing well.
Yeah, it's just getting there. It's getting better, I hope.
No problem. Now, I made these ladies read the first 2. I'm making everybody read the positivity statement. So you get to read the first paragraph here.
Okay. So life is a lot of work. What is it that gives us the strength to continue when we are tired and burned out? Sometimes an inspirational idea can help us renew ourselves and be filled with strength to fulfill our life's purpose. Inspiration comes in many forms. However, the root of all inspiration is the idea that our lives are meaningful. Inspiration is knowing that what I do matters deeply to the universe. When you have the feeling that your actions are meaningful, you'll become filled with strength and vigor to fulfill your life's purpose.
Awesome. Wonderful job at reading it, by the way.
It's a good quote. I like that, actually.
Thank you, because I thought about that when I gave that to you.
That relates to my life a lot today, so I like that.
Because when I said, Miss Brandy going to read this one. So I was going to save it for you and then you get back. So.
Well, thank you.
No problem. Miss Brandy, we have the lovely Miss Crystal Diggs and Alexa Ginks, right? Gittens.
Gittens.
Gittens. Okay, we're going to get it straight. And Miss Crystal here said that she owns the world down in the Tidewater area and everything. And it's like she's the boss that pays the cost. We need to bow down to her.
Oh my God! I did not say any of that. I have to go back to that city. They don't like me as it is.
Yes. So what she said, basically, she owns a TV show.
Oh wow!
She owns a Finding Me,
a nonprofit.
Mm-hmm. And then she also has what the show is called Who Digs.
The TV show is Who Digs Me. I have a consignment store called Digs, and I have one nonprofit called Finding Me, and then I have another movement called The Beautiful Ones.
The Beautiful Ones.
I like that.
Yeah, so
big ups to you.
Now she says she hates skinny women, so
I didn't say that either.
Yes, you
Wow,
did.
you was really putting me under the bus on so many levels right now.
Yeah. She said they are okay. Her words was she was like they're all right.
Yeah.
But everybody else, but
they okay.
But with her consignment shop, she wanted to explore and have more opportunities because there's different types, different sizes of plus size women, and she wants to explore those options. She is also hails from Brooklyn, New York, and things. Shout out to the Brooklyn crew and the zoo, as they used to say. And she left New York because she's tired of the city. She said New York ain't all that.
Oh wow!
So she came down to Virginia.
Congratulations happening right now.
And then now that she's down here, she said she hates Virginia too. So she's
working on. I'm working hard to get out. That's all I'm saying.
Her story sounds like my story. I hate skinny women. I hate this city. And I hate Virginia. So yeah, I'm not your typical skinny woman. That's where I eat. Like I should weigh about 400 pounds, honestly.
No,
so
that's no problem. Not a problem. So now that we got a little bit of this background of things, and I added a few extras just for pure enjoyment. Do you have any questions so far for this young lady here?
Well, when did you start how did you start your shop?
Wow. Oddly enough, when her father passed away, insurance and that stuff just takes a long time.
So wait, this is your daughter?
Yes.
What? I thought y'all were like sisters or BFFs or something.
No, that's my daughter. She just turned 16 yesterday.
Oh, you just turned 16 yesterday? Yeah. Oh, you darn right. You was going to get you for this math. What the heck?
No, but it started because she needed to get her hair done, and I didn't really have the funds to get, back to school. And you want your child to wear a nice outfit, at least for the first day, and I just didn't really have it. So I went to my closet, and I started taking pictures of stuff and putting it on Instagram and on Facebook for like really, really inexpensive prices, and ultimately I got I started making money to get her hair done. And I work out, so I was leaving the gym, and I just felt led. I was like, I'm going to create a logo. And I didn't say that, but my background is actually marketing, so I do graphics and whatnot. So I went home and created a logo, and a good friend of mine was just like, hey, you should do a pop-up shop. And I'm like, I don't want to do no pop-up shop. It's not really for that. I'm just trying to get her hair done. I'm just trying to get her hair done. I'm not trying to do nothing else. Get some school money, some supplies, be on my way. And just prayer and meditation. I looked up, and I'm researching domain names and websites. And a few weeks later, Digs was officially a full live store, and people patronized. And we did our very first fashion show about 2 weeks ago.
Wow!
You didn't invite me to that fashion show. See, I
really
met you
myself.
almost a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and you didn't get me nothing.
None of the information. That's my fault. I'm just not really good at advertising myself, and I think I need to do better with that. I'm just really not. I'm not.
And you have a background.
It's hard to find the time to do it.
I have a background in marketing. Correct.
Okay, so now I'm laying off your daughter. I see what's going on now. That's where she gets it from. So now where's it going on?
What, the marketing?
Yeah.
I've never really been one to promote, brag about. I feel like it's bragging about yourself, so no. I don't.
No, it's how you go about it and everything. You're humble. You're grateful for what you have, and you're trying to share. Nothing wrong with that. Say to sitting there telling everybody, hey, check out my site. I got a fashion show, all these other different things. That's you just promoting yourself. If you I got it like that, you other bees, you don't got what I got, then we might have to call you to the carpet. But other than that, no, that's not bragging. That's respecting craft.
Just being proud and promoting yourself.
Because if you don't how is she going to be proud of promoting for herself? How is anybody else going to be proud of, you talked about the beautiful ones. They be beautiful. Be beautiful, not just physically, mind, body, and spirit, but also in your craft, in your business.
And what's funny that you said all that, because a lot of people don't even realize that that's my background. Like, no one really knows me for graphics, or no one knows me that I do websites. Like, no one knows that about me. They just, all they see is the modeling and when I host shows and the clothes, and some people, and most of my clients are graphic clients that I have had for a long time that will call me for logos and for their marketing strategies and their branding of their companies, which is where I make most of my income from.
So
and
I
that's
understand
Diggs
what
Inc.
you're saying. Yeah, you feel like when you're just doing these shows and things like that, people only know you for an image almost, and then they don't know that you actually have some intelligence behind you.
Correct.
And then you feel like when you're telling them these things, like you're being a know-it-all or you're bragging about yourself. So I completely understand.
So now, do you hear we're going to get a graphic of Enliven Radio, right?
You said what, the who? You want a graphic for the what?
You're going to do a graphic for Enliven Radio, right?
I mean, if you need one.
We'll take a graphic and everything else. Now, I'm not finished with you yet, little lady. You don't think you're going to get off the hook. Now, so besides not doing the best that we think, like I said, we expect nothing for the best here. Mr. Jeff Hackett says your sites are great. Get yourself out there. I agree.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
We don't expect nothing.
I designed all my sites. Thank you. All the sites are designed by me.
See, I got because
I'm gonna plug myself.
All
those websites are done by myself.
Rights in, so
so we got you going here.
All the sites are done by me. Thank you.
So we have So make sure before we go into it, we have Finding Me Now. I see that one. .org. Excuse me. Then we have
Who Diggs Me?
Who DIGGS me.com. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I looked at this one before from the card. Yes, okay, I like that and anything. Showing a little bit too much.
So is your last name Diggs? Yes. That is so cute. I was like, so Diggs, and who digs me? How did you come up with the name? So that is really, really clever. I like that. That's really cute.
So who digs me? Diggs. I'm still looking for the beautiful ones. And then what was the fourth one?
This is the like page. I don't have a website for that yet.
Okay, and then still looking for the Facebook page on that one. Mm-hmm. And then the TV show website.
That's Who Diggs Me.
Okay, so got the TV show. What's the one I'm missing now?
Diggs.
I feel like you're like the next Oprah Winfrey because she's got like her own network, like the Oprah Winfrey Network, and your name you're one of those people.
That's my goal.
It fell in your lap, so
that's my
you
goal.
are destined for like great things. I feel.
So diggs.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna make sure we get that one up, and I'm gonna have it. Okay, now I see it. Okay, lovely items. So now you, young lady, besides pandering, trying to be a high school student, what other things you're involved in?
She's the vice president of all my companies.
Yes.
Yes.
She gotta speak.
I'm the vice president of all my mother's companies.
Mm-hmm.
I got my own clothing line.
Oh! So wait a second there. So she who has trouble with math now got a clothing line.
Yes.
She who has trouble in driving and fashion and
I passed driving. I can drive now.
Can you parallel park?
No.
Okay.
Pass quite yet, especially being
now,
from the city.
Steve has trouble parallel parking.
I know, right? And then she
park in New York, and they let me slide on the parallel parking. She knew goodness well that I wasn't good at it, but she just closed her eyes and just signed that paper away.
I think it's a woman thing.
I've never really mastered the art of parallel parking.
In New York, you have to. Right?
I have to.
Do.
And it would take me forever. So when I moved here, and sometimes I go back home, it is the worst.
Especially if she's from Brooklyn.
Yes, we ain't got no parking. The streets are small.
You gotta find valet wherever you go. I was like that when I moved to Baltimore. I was like, do you guys have valet? If you don't, I can't come here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Atkins says, he's getting a driver because you got a B and everything, and then you can't parallel park. So now, and then also you said you got a C or in photography.
Well, it was computer.
No, don't give it to your mom.
Graphics was what I was bad at. We just started photography.
And so what was you said? You said you had 2 C's.
Yeah.
So if one is in photography, and what was the other C in computer graphics or computer design? No. She got to speak up for herself.
I got to be minus fashion marketing.
Okay.
PE.
PE.
Yeah.
How the F you get the H? You get a C in PE.
Did you not bring your clothes?
Yeah,
to
it was
dress
one
out?
time I didn't dress out, and it cost a lot.
Wait. One time out of a whole thing, you got a C.
Yeah. I can't. I had my Uggs on. I forgot to bring my shoes. We had just got back from break. I had to wash my clothes, and I just forgot my shoes.
I already knew when she said she felt PE because I was that girl. I was like, girl, I didn't bring my clothes.
I was in high school. I felt PE too.
All you do is dress out.
The reason I felt because it was like the first class in the morning time, and I was taking the train to the city.
All you have to do is dress out.
All you do is you write yourself a doctor's note. Say, I have asthma.
That don't count.
Today.
I got asthma and I still ran.
I was going to say, trust me, that's the only way I passed PE in high school.
Those notes work.
Yeah, take it from me.
Oh my God.
Even if you got to borrow somebody's inhaler for the day, just go to your teacher and explain. It'll work.
Jeff wanted to know what is the name of your clothing line?
The Collections of Labella. I actually have a website, thecollectionsoflabella.com.
I designed that one too.
Okay, no. Okay,
Put it out there.
Question for Miss Web Designer: why you accepted her have such a long name for a web design? That's not
Okay. Well,
Well, she said that was just for the domain. It's Labella Collections. But when we bought the name, we had to use the labellacollections.com.
Okay, I'm going to help you out. Her father had a company called Labella, which means the beautiful life in Italian. When we went to go purchase the domain name, someone already had it.
Yeah, that's a common thing.
So when we tried to do, her father's name is Steven. The Labella is the main corporation. She will ultimately have subsidiaries, which is the Stephen A. collection, the Alfred A. collection, and then the Alexis Pearl collection.
So now what's the so
the Collections of Labella is the overall name because we couldn't just buy Labella.
So you named the website the Collections of Labella.
Right. Yeah. So the first collection on the site is actually the Stephen A. collection. Her father's name was Stephen Alfred.
Yeah, oh my God, you know how similar close this is in a second? Because my name is Stephen, my father's name is Alfred.
Wow. And when you came to get us to pick up the car, because we was praying, like, okay, you're up there, we need somebody to help us. And then I said, the only person I can call that's closest to us in Richmond was you. And the phone rang. She said, his name is Stephen, like my dad. I was just like, yeah, your dad sent you to come get us. Because we were stuck on the side of the road. So we felt it as a godsend that you was the one that came and got us with the side of the road.
Because I came as fast as I could.
Right. You was the only one that we couldn't. And honestly, I didn't have no one else I could call. Like, there was no one else we could call. The one person I called, his first thing, didn't I tell you to get an alignment? And I said, I know we're supposed to go Thursday, but it don't help me now because we already stuck. And clearly we hit something that ripped the tire. But
yeah, that was not an alignment.
You coming to get us, we felt like that was him sending you to let him know that he was thinking about us and that we were still on the right track to come here.
That was awesome.
So that's why the name is so long, because domains, and they really wanted like $100-something to buy it.
So we could no. Okay, now question: is it before he passed? He was running a clothing line, or we was running a business?
Was his photography.
So is okay. So what was his name of his photography was? Labella. But what was his website name?
I don't know if he had one.
Okay. See, the thing with Labella, beautiful name, is just that it's commonly used for everything from cooking to food, whatever. It's like a billion different things with Labella. So what I would, so you have it under the Labella Collections.
The Collections of Labella.
The Collections of Labella.com. Okay. So as long as you have all those other ones underneath that thing, you're fine. I would purchase down the line, and you can do it for like $5 or $10 subdomains for each collections that will forward to the collections of labella.com, but underneath because each of your collections you have a subpage.
Right.
So I will get it per domain that will forward to those subpages for each of those names when you get a chance. But now tell us about the collections.
Well, it's basically everyday sayings that me and my mother say that I guess people like.
Everyday sayings?
Yeah, like.
Okay, so the collection of LaBella.
Here we go.
So the collection of LaBella is not. It's a clothing line. So what's the sayings? I'm a little. How's that playing?
One's really be. Who does that? You're a clown with no makeup. Are you still talking?
So these are the names of the clothes.
That's like the names on the shirts.
Oh, okay. Okay, see, that's where I'm trying to get at. So this is a collection of T-shirts.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a T-shirt of all these languages and sayings of your.
Yeah, our everyday sayings.
Okay, all right. So what else?
With the sayings?
No, with the clothing line. It's just T-shirts.
Yeah, for right now, yes.
Okay, so you had the name of all these collections. I'm a little lost.
Alpha A will be we're launching them in pieces.
Okay. So it's different clothing line, different T-shirts.
No. The Stephen A collection is a series of 12 shirts.
Okay.
Alpha A will be a collection of accessories, bow ties, and men's accessories.
Okay.
And then Alexis Pearl will be customized shoes for women.
So
each one will be something else, but because each line will elevate, we have to, one will pay for the next. So we started, she's a teenager. It had to be something she can maintain. T-shirts, she wear them to school. It's urban. We'll build collateral and capital, and then in turn we will invest in custom-made bow ties and so on and so forth. And that will be the Alfred A collection because her father's name is Alfred and her name is Alexis. So Alexis A.
So we got something for the men finally. Thanks, Mr. Haskins. Anyway, so do you have a T-shirt for me?
Did you? No, we did not bring a T-shirt. We are sorry. We brought you a calendar. We were rushing.
You can buy one.
I asked you like a week ago, and all this time
Steve, you're like a clown with no makeup.
Thank you. See, there you go.
Traitor.
I like that.
And that was really my fault, honestly. When she got home from school, because she has tutoring, she doesn't get home a decent time. So she got in about 4:30. She heated up some food, and at 4:45, I was pulling up from work to scoop her so we could get here on time.
Okay, so we don't know how to prepare tonight.
I got you some flyers and stuff.
Okay,
in the calendar.
So you got some things prepared.
That'll work. Something.
So we can get you guys a shirt.
Let me ask, how did you get started? I mean, I'm kind of on this venture of like doing T-shirts. I have like a T-shirt printing press machine thing, and right now I'm just using it for my company to make like what we're promoting for. But I was like, well, I could do my own shirts with some cute sayings. So how would you recommend someone to get up and rolling with that?
Just start. I write everything down. Like I have books of information. Whenever I get an idea or a vision or a saying, I immediately just write it down. And if you just how can I say, if you just walk towards it, it'll come to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't, and you also have to invest in yourself. Mm-hmm. So if you can't draw or you can't design, you might have to hire somebody to finish your product. But sketch it out.
I was asking.
Just give them a foundation.
Yeah,
like she does. I gave her a
do.
sketch pad. She'll just sketch stuff out. At some point in time, I will transform. And it's really a blessing that I went to school for this stuff, because if I had not, then I would actually have to look for someone to, okay, hey, can you make this from paper to computer? Like,
see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how do you get the actual? Because I know we have the already printed out. Like, it's on a piece of paper. You put it on there. You press it down. It prints it on the shirt. But I'm like, how do I get my own? I don't want it to say like whatever we're doing for my company. How would I have to go online, or
you can?
Can I just like print it out and make it online myself?
Well, we don't print them ourselves. We have someone that prints them for us. We just send him the graphic.
Or how
it's a fee. It depends. We have a I'm not gonna say on air, but I can tell you off air.
Okay.
But he gives us a special rate because we do business with him all the time. Mm-hmm. So we'll give him like a whole bunch of shirts, because the shirts are like, they come in like yellow. They come in so many different colors. Mm-hmm. We'll just pretty much bag them and tag them, bring them to him. He already has all the graphics already.
What's his name and the website, dude, so we can help get his name out there?
He's Exclusive Print. Exclusive Print. His name is Eric Davis, and he's located in Norfolk.
Exclusiveprint.com. How you spell it?
I believe it's exclusive with an X.
Okay.
But like I didn't expect you to have that information, but I can get that information to you. I know how to get there.
So you're promoting things, no
I know how to get there.
You know how to get there.
But I definitely will, when we get off the air, I'll definitely will make sure you get the information. He's definitely great. And as well, I won't have a problem with my graphic services to help you kind of conform from one look to the next.
It was just a random idea, but I was like, oh, that's a blessing that you were here today. That's a great idea. Great thing you guys got going.
So, young lady, a couple of questions for you.
Hold on, before you even get there. Where you all out in Norfolk?
I'm sorry?
Where you all located?
We live in Suffolk.
So, we're in Suffolk. Well, okay, I'm on the radio.
Go ahead.
Which school do you go to in Suffolk?
No, she goes to school in
Virginia Beach.
Yes, she goes to Salem.
Salem High.
Oh, the Sun Devils?
Yes.
Okay. I'm familiar.
Yeah, but you didn't hear the whole story. You should hear about her grades.
How does she balance this all with like school and being a teenager? And I mean, that's like having a real job almost. I mean, I know you don't have to go.
It doesn't feel like it.
It's fun, so you enjoy it. Okay, that's if you have fun, you never work a day in your life, so that's good. It's hard work, I'm sure.
You don't get days off. You don't get sick time. You don't get vacation. Like I spent my whole Christmas break working on the calendar, so everyone was traveling, and you know.
And what were you doing while she was on the doing the calendar?
She was out of town.
That's why it's not like work. That's why.
I still want her to be a kid. You know, right. I don't want to. Because you see so many celebrities, they're thrown into it and they don't enjoy their life, and then they'll snap off, and then they have all these different breakdowns. So I want her to still be a kid, but be responsible at the same time.
Right. That's a good point. Good idea. Good parenting.
So now, young lady, you're not off my hot seat yet. Now that you see you doing all these different things, and you see all the stuff that your mom went through, and some of the things she's working out, still going through and becoming more and more. What are some steps that you are making, changing within yourself so you don't make the same mistakes that your mom made? Don't help her.
I was thinking. That's my thinking face.
I got a good answer for you.
That's a hard question.
Just tell him that you are living.
Yes, so I am living.
She's living. You got to live in order to make those changes. I just know
that just to avoid a situation, because we do things together, so I know I would know what to do.
Your mom's your best friend.
Yes.
Aww, that's very
she'd be too close though.
Too close.
Can I explain myself?
No.
I'm going to explain myself, okay?
Go ahead.
Now, we always were close. I'm not going to lie to you. And I know it was as a crutch. But when her father passed away, this sense of urgency that I have to, there's no time. Mm-hmm. So I can't wait until she's 18 to be that friend. I have to, I'm her mom, because the mom thing it come on quick, the mom hat. But I have to give her all the information I can give her right now. Because I'm it. I'm it. Like, this is it. We are the legacy of her father, but I'm the legacy of her. So I have to work hard. I have to keep her informed. I have to talk about the birds and the bees. We got to talk about business. We got to talk about debt and credit and cleanliness and driving. And it's like there's no off button anymore. There's no more, okay, let me just wait, because God forbid I go tomorrow. I know that she can maintain.
She got some tools to work with
on her own when it comes to people working hard, and that you have to work for everything, and nothing's just gonna fall in your lap. So this is why I work so hard, because people, oh, you guys are too cold. There's no window no more. There is no.
It never was. First of all, the mother hat never turns off. You know that, right?
Yeah, but you want to wait till they're 18 and talk about, well, when you get 18, and no, boo, this is what it is right now. Right. This is what it is right now about credit. This is what about boys. This is what it is about people and businesses and friendships and cleaning and cooking and washing up behind yourself and vacuuming the floor. There's no more. I'll wait till she gets older. There is no older. This is it.
So what age do you think you should start that at? I mean, is there a certain age, like what you say with preteen, teenage years?
Honestly, I started when she was I started with her when she was like a baby born. Like, people would come to her and be like, ooh. No, I need you to talk to her and have a conversation. She's a human being. She understands you. You may not think she understands you, but she understands you.
See, and that good literacy helps out as a grown up. Like, never that baby talk like I was talk radio. One of the biggest things I've learned to talk was the fact that my grandma turned on the AM stations, and I remember Donahue, Dr. Roof, just all these other different major talk. Walter Cronkite and Cronkite, excuse me, Barbara Walter. I remember hearing all these people on the AM stations,
right.
And that's how I learned to talk. I learned how to read. I learned my numbers from The Price is Right. And I learned how to talk on TV and how to present myself from watching, what's the gentleman with Phil Donahue. And then I learned, the other stuff, 700 Club. That was just all what my grandmother watched. So she claimed she wasn't smart enough, but I believe she was. And then when I was really into numbers and stuff, she gave me the Wall Street Journal.
Wow.
And things just kept on going from there.
I'm a single parent, and I didn't have a blueprint. I wasn't that one that had cousins I had to watch. I didn't have a test dummy, so to speak.
And then you're here.
Right.
And everything. Did you meet her father here or New
No,
York?
we actually met when I was in high school in New York.
Okay.
So he was still living in New York when he passed away.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
But we would commute, like I said last year.
So y'all still work together to build a faith.
Like co-parenting with each other. That's good.
Exactly.
She would spend every summer in New York.
Okay.
She would get out of school on the 15th. She'd be in New York on the 16th. We met at school on the 3rd. She'd be back at the house on the 2nd. So.
Okay, so she was ready to go. Now, a couple of questions, and I want y'all to chime in and ask questions on this. And I want her to answer the first few. How does it feel, or now that you saw, one of the things we don't see today, mothers and fathers working together, whether they're married or separated, divorced, whatever the case may be, and we see children affected by it. As a young woman growing up in this situation, how are you affected positively, and do you feel any negative repercussions from it?
Affected by seeing other people?
No, the fact that your father's in New York, your mom's here, and some children are not able to recover. Some children are not able to deal with it for whatever reasons. Now you got both people chiming in your ear doing positive things. You got the infighting or none infighting. How did you manage it as a team, dealing with the fact that your mother's here, your father's there, and they're not together, living together?
I mean, I still had good communication with my dad and my mom. I mean, they were both my best friends. Seeing other people, I mean, it didn't really bother me because I knew that they were still close. I mean,
what advice do you give other young teens that's going through this, like their parents, like they had a good positive relationship, but other young teens are not able to articulate that or communicate how to deal with it without teasing? Oh, your mom ain't around, your dad ain't around, that type of thing.
I never had that experience because I don't communicate with a lot of people.
Okay. Now that you've got an example of what a man is from your father, what kind of are you dating now?
No.
Okay. What kind of man, granted I want you to focus on school and things like that, but what kind of qualities in your father that you saw that you liked the most?
He was funny. He always, I don't know how you say, he had a lot of ideas. He always wanted to do something new. He was strong.
What is your most favorite memory with him?
I don't know. Just spending time with him.
What was the most important lesson he taught you? Besides the throw punch. Well, your mom may have taught you that one. It's okay. We can come back to that. I'm not going to beat you up too bad.
Okay. I just can't think of anything.
That's no problem.
Well, basically, it sounds like your father was a very hard worker, and that's a quality that can be admired by everyone. Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
You're going to start me crying. Oh.
I'm sorry. No, the reason why, okay, let me jump in here. First of all, I apologize. I didn't mean to be very quiet. The reason why I'm asking is because of a couple of things. We don't have a lot of young people who are strong enough to speak and things like that. And I ask you for the simple fact, and I know it's still recent in mind and it's always going to be there. But I say that, and first of all, don't be ashamed to cry. Do not ever be ashamed to cry. Okay? You can cry the rest of the day. I'll still be there with you. But I ask you that because a lot of kids are not able to articulate and show the strength of character that you have at this moment. I teach you about your grades and I give you a hard time. But the thing is, there's a lot of kids and young adults who are listening to the show right now. And I know there's so many who will play the same thing, tape back to their children. And I want them to see how the strength and character of what they're not doing from the lessons that you are showing and things like that, so to give an example, because they think it's too hard. I know plenty of young kid guys and girls, tell her to grow up, tell her to tough it out. So what? A lot of kids, unfortunately, especially in the black community, are without, parents, one or another or both. Never even get to your age with any of them. Or if anything, I have a friend right now, she don't know her dad because her mom she don't know. She was with so many men within a week that she didn't know. So the fact that you had that person in your life and things like that, and they would articulate and communicate, and that's why I asked you to share, because by your testimony, and of course yours, it's helping a lot of other young girls out there. So keep on going, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. And things. Sincere?
I'm just, man, it's I can't say I know what you've been through, but with my job, I see it like on a daily basis with the kids right across the way here, with dealing with one parent or they're in foster care. So and they don't have that guidance and didn't take on that responsibility or didn't have the parents to get that to them in order for them to have any kind of basis to draw on. So it's good that, you at least have mom and the memories, you know what I'm saying, to draw on.
Because we've had several times foster care, daycare, adoption agencies and stuff like that. If she listens to the show, she'll be ringing my phone in a minute. Okay, how many more kids can you adopt right now or foster? Because because not just for you, but they want somebody to be a sister to a lot of different things, so forth. Now that you both of y'all going to this, and today is February 11th, 2014. You first. What's your goals for this year?
Well, I started another clothing line.
Started another clothing line?
Yes.
Oh, see, you holding out on me. So what clothing line this one is? Is it for the men or women?
Both.
Okay.
Well, we're going to start off with T-shirts, but eventually it's probably going to be bigger than that. It's called OD, Officially Dope. If you see me on regular, I'm kind of dope. I can dress.
You got the dope hat on.
Yeah, I can dress.
Pretty cool.
A lot of people, I didn't tell my mom this, but a lot of people come to me saying, you can dress. Oh, where you get your stuff from? Like, some people look up to me. Like, one of my friends said, it's inspiring that you have your own clothing line. And I said, I know. And my friend Alexis, who actually lives in Hampton, when she came to the fashion show I had January 25th.
So there was two fashion shows, the one and this one.
We were together.
We were together.
I done missed that. I'm so hurt.
It was her first official fashion show.
She was like, it's cool, and I don't really tell a lot of my friends that I do like this because I don't like people in my face. I'm antisocial. And
you have to come out of that a little bit and a lot.
This right here is a lot.
And I know it's a lot.
Come to you going.
But now see, one of the reasons is I know I torture children. That's just what I do. But the thing about it in torturing is, it puts you on the spot. learn how to deal with it, learn how to deal with pressure, learn how to talk to people and things like that. Now I'm a little crazy with it, but
That's okay.
but you know, but in this situation, you have a clothing line and everything. Now I'm always pointing out things to don't do what the other. Don't be like your mom who's in marketing but don't want to do anything, and you following suit.
I want to do it because I like it. I like to do it.
Right. But I'm saying, but don't be like your mom in terms of she's social. She's just not good at marketing herself. I know she is, but she don't like it, and for whatever reason. But now you, on the other hand, 2 lines and something else coming up down the line, and you antisocial. How you going to get your product out there?
I can talk if I have to.
No. See, you're going to have to push it. It's not when somebody, me, Sincere, Brandy's asking you questions. You got to get out there.
When it comes to that, I am social. But like personally, I don't socialize.
So right now you're trying to convince me to buy an outfit. What would you say to me? I'm looking, I'm like, oh, well, you know, I wanted to, but not today. I'm good. Not today. Maybe tomorrow.
I would probably talk you into buying an outfit.
What would you tell me to get me to be like, you know what, I want this stuff, but I changed my mind. Here's my credit card.
What are you buying? Water?
No, here's a better answer. Okay, no, here's a better answer. On the spot right now, Brandy's thirsty. She got a soda.
Okay.
Sell that water. Go.
You see this water? I just had some. It's pretty good. You should taste it.
Really? Well, what are the benefits of that water? I mean, how is it going to help me if I decide to switch from soda?
Health-wise, my dad always told me if there was less calories and sodium, the water would be good.
You were good. No sodium.
It's better than soda. You don't have to eat cavities. Your teeth won't get messed up. Your body inside.
Do you have a picture of him? His teeth was good, so you know.
He had the perfectest teeth ever.
Perfectest.
Had the perfect teeth. He had those Colgate teeth.
Be quiet, LP.
That crest smile. Okay. I'm sold.
Okay.
Sold.
So you see, I'm not sold. I'm not sold. You got to convince me. You're gonna have to bring it.
Easy,
Okay.
breezy, beautiful.
I'm sold. I like it.
Okay. If it's Brandy who's out there every day, if she's out there, but see, you're so sweet.
Oh, he's
and everything.
nice looking. He does have a nice smile. You look a lot like your dad too.
You know, he reminds me, Mark Curry.
Yeah, he does a little bit.
Looks like Mark Curry. Nice picture. Nice
Very
picture.
nice.
So now, Miss Diggs.
Yes. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, we back. I'll get off your daughter for right now.
Okay.
What's 2014 like?
Wow. I was supposed to bring my show back in 4 weeks. And
For what type of show?
I was supposed to relaunch my season 3 of my TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, on February 21st.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to move, and I'm considering maybe not bringing it back yet. I usually get whatever I ask for. And I ask God, I talk to God often, that when I do bring my show back, it's because someone will pay for me to go back on air. And I will not do it myself.
How much does it, if you don't mind me asking, how much does it cost to do a season or?
Well, like $20,000.
Okay. Wow. So you're producing and things like that. So when you do get the show back, you're gonna invite us.
Of course.
Okay, we'll get back on show. Okay.
But I will be working on other. It's not in stone yet. I don't do anything unless God gives me confirmation. And He can change His mind immediately. And a few weeks ago, yes, I'm doing my TV show. Today I was talking to one of my partners, and I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to bring it back. And I say that because there's so many different things that I want to do with the community that to do the show, I wouldn't be able to do all of them to my fullest potential. So the needs of the few over the many, or the many over the few, however that saying is, I would prefer to put that time into helping the community than helping myself. Because ultimately, if I help them, somebody will help me.
We need more people like you. That was a good statement.
So I'm really thinking about not doing it because that would make me the focal point. And not that I don't like being the focal point, you know. It's okay if I'm not.
Like the pastor said, maybe what you want to do is not what you're supposed to do.
Maybe what you want to do is not what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So now, okay, so that's a TV show. What about the other stuff?
Well, I have a project coming up called Cinderella's Shoes. It's going to be a shoe auction where you have to buy the shoe for somebody else. And the shoe symbolizes more than just a shoe. You know, a lot of people don't realize that Cinderella became a queen. And they treated her like a maid, treated her like trash, treated her like garbage. And women get treated that way every day. And we're all waiting for our shoe. And that could be a man, a job, money, a bill paid, or something. So Cinderella's Shoes is going to be a movement, but you know, we're actually going to have shoes because some women don't even know what it is to buy an expensive pair of shoes or to have one or to own one. So the goal is to invest in someone else. Now, I know it's going to be hard for you to buy a pair of shoes with somebody else, but look at the greater reward of that.
Okay, so that's that. So that's part of your digs. Your digs me. Okay.
The next thing I'm really working on. Going retail is going to be interesting because I've never thought about being in fashion. I became this fashionista overnight, and I just wanted to look good for me. I didn't want to look good because what people would say about me when I went out. But people look to me, they inbox me, they want to know where I get my clothes from. And I feel like if you have that influence, then you need to do something with it positively. So how I move forward with my fashion, I'm really considering going retail, finding affordable, good quality clothing for the plus size community. I'm doing a lot of research on it, so I don't want to speak something that I don't want to talk about doing because I don't like doing that. But yeah. I know that I actually am. We're taking steps and strides to potentially go retail into a physical store.
I always say doers never talk and talkers never do, so that's good.
I never really, never saw. And funny enough, I went to fashion school. I was having this conversation the other day. I went to Fashion Industries for graphics, and my best friend went to.
Where's the school? Which school?
In New York.
You went to FIT?
No, I went to the high school.
Okay, because I was about to
Originally though, the college was in the high school. It was on the top floors because the school was like 10, 11 floors. So the top 3 floors was the college, but then of course it grew. But we had all the amenities in the high school that they had in college. Liz Claiborne was our sponsor. So it was a full-fledged fashion school. We ate, slept, and bred fashion. We learned how to make jewelry. My background was interior decorating, so I learned every facet of paper. I knew how to make
something in my apartment.
I learned how to make paper. I knew about fabrics. I learned how to loom, silkscreen. Like they taught us jewelry, settings, clarity on diamonds. We had full-fledged fashion shows from beginning to end where Liz Claiborne would come out with models and runways. And like I lived this stuff for 4 years. So, you know, but I never thought that it would be a part of my daily life. And it's funny because my mom, I love her. She is amazing. She was a model. She had her own model agency. She ran out of my house. And so I was like 13. So I was around fashion my entire life. But I didn't want to be in fashion because I wasn't positive. I didn't feel good about myself. I had low self-esteem. So who am I to tell somebody about clothes? And I don't look good. I don't feel good in my clothes. But when I became okay with myself, all of my wrinkles and my muffin tops and, you know, my fat under my arms, then I know people started really trying to see, how do we live like you? And I'm like, live like me.
That's what I was about to ask. How did you become that comfortable in your own skin to be that confident?
Actually, because of my daughter. About 3 years ago, I think I was like a size 2022. I'm a 14, 16 now, but I was a 2022.
How did you lose the weight?
I'm going to tell that story. So I would shop, and we were in Ashley Stewart, and I was literally in the dressing room complaining, like, oh my gosh, look at my muffin top. I would buy all these clothes that covered everything, but it made me look huge, like I was wearing bags. And she was like, well, Mommy, if you're not going to do anything about it, stop complaining. And I looked at her like, well, if you were my daughter, I'd be giving you the finger. You know, but I ultimately went to, I started going to the gym. But the greatest feat was, I'm very transparent, in 2012, my car got repossessed, my last car. I was investing in my businesses, and when you know, working for yourself is hard. You have to make sacrifices. I sacrificed our homes, all the cars, and I look up and we have nothing. We're living with someone, you know, I'm renting a space out of someone's house, and I worked in Virginia Beach, and I lived in Suffolk. Well, no. We lost our home, and we was in a homeless situation, and then we got put out of that situation, and we ended up moving somewhere else. and that was in Suffolk, and it was far away, but it was a place for us to live. So, and I worked in Virginia Beach. It took me literally 3.5 hours one way to get to work. It was like 3 buses.
Traffic is a beast.
No. It was 3 buses and the train.
Oh, you took those.
I didn't have a car,
Wow.
and then I walked, and I, I'm from New York, so in my mind somewhere, I just knew I can do this. But it took me like 30 minutes from my house to the bus stop, and then it took 3.5 hours from there to get me to Virginia Beach, and it was a 30-minute walk from the bus to my job, and I did that twice a day for 6 months. So I look up, and I'm this toothpick. And people are like, oh, so now I work out still. I still go to the gym. I do have a car now, thank God. I was blessed with that, which is going to be her car ultimately. But I still go to the gym.
Put my car in there, then.
Like I do work out still. I change how I eat, a lot of water. But I had this epiphany about who I was, and if I can endure all this stuff and people look up to me, it's like when you have that influence, like what are you going to do with it? Like I can't encourage you if I'm not encouraging myself. So I just, prayer and guidance, I'm this way now. Like I want people to be like me, health conscious, happy, no matter what their size is, no matter how tall or short, white, black. It's nothing greater than being happy in your skin, no matter what your skin is.
Absolutely. I admire you for that. And all you gave up, I feel like it's just leading to something greater. And
I'm waiting
sometimes
on
you
it.
just
We
gotta-
waiting.
I mean, it is.
We
And
waiting on
I
it.
feel really like almost, it's weird, but I get these intuitions and I really see you both doing great things. And sometimes you have to give us something good to get something great. So all you gave up
Yes.
might have been good, but
Right.
what you have coming to you is going to be great.
Thanks.
So just keep
I appreciate
that,
that
in mind.
word. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Mr. Sincere.
I'm good.
Okay.
Now, when's your next fashion show?
Actually, I don't intend on doing any shows anytime soon.
When's your next modeling gig?
We actually already did a casting last week for The Beautiful Ones. We will start shooting for that in March.
Okay. But no, for also you're modeling. Like people, I know people call you to model all the time.
Actually, no. I host more than I model. I
You
don't-
modeled when the day I met you. Well, you were attending and things like that, but people
was
thought,
hosting.
Yeah, but people thought you were also modeling.
Oh yeah. Actually, that day I met you, I had left another event where I hosted.
Okay, that's
so
what I was saying.
That's why I was so dressed up. But I don't model as much. I actually don't like modeling.
You should, so, fans. I told you that from the jump.
That that's not my lane. And there's people that really want it. That really are hungry for it.
But see, the thing is, the reason why I say that is you got so many people looking, and you got unfortunately, just due to the nature of the field, you got more eyes on that. I've always said use one thing to help another be synonymous.
But you'd
with
be
it.
surprised how much you could do behind. I found myself more powerful and more impactful when nobody don't see me.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying, but to help use that to help build other things.
I
Oh, you're beautiful, nice plus size model. Well,
You know
by
what?
the way, I have beautiful
Maybe like a
ones.
year ago I would have did that, but I know some amazing women that absolutely love the runway. And I'm not saying I'm better than them, but I don't never want a chance where I might outshine their opportunity that I don't really want.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you were outshining an opportunity.
No, what I'm saying is if people always look at me, they want digs in the show, they want digs and they want digs. And Brandy here is who really sincerely wants to model. And I'm just doing it because it might be a paycheck or whatever, and I can care less. And she really wants to do it. I don't need to be there. Because that's her opportunity. If she really wants it, who
So
am I
you're saying,
even
in other words, you're saying you don't want to take away an opportunity from
from
somebody.
somebody who I know wants it more than I do? Now, if someone calls me for a show, if someone calls me and says, "Hey, Diggs, you want to do a show?" Sure. But if I have to go to an actual casting call when I'm competing or potentially competing against one of my mates, I don't even. People say right now, I don't go to nobody casting call unless someone calls me and says, "Hey, you want to do a show?" But I don't want to compete with someone who I know wants it more than me.
Well,
God don't work that way.
Well, I'm going to make sure when I do something, an event, you got to come. And everything, I'm going to get both of you up in there. You're going to walk in those heels, those 5-inch heels.
Thank you, sir.
I'll tell everybody she had on 7-inch heels.
Ooh,
And
Lord.
everything showing off. And then she had the nerve to be switching.
I was not switching.
Oh my gosh! You,
So
know,
I had on shoes the whole night. I'm surprised I kept them on the whole
you
night.
took them off and everything for a minute, and then you put them back on, and you were switching.
I mean, it's been the shoes.
I was about to say, some shoes make you walk like that.
No,
You just
yeah,
handing it out.
no. She was fine and everything. That's what was like. But no, you was laughing at something, and some people was looking, and you started switching on purpose, harder than no. So
We probably was playing. We ain't paying
I was
no
about to
mind.
say,
It's the business. You ain't
Well,
paying nobody no mind.
Well, Miss Diggs, first of all, Miss Diggs and Miss Gittins, I thank y'all so very, very much. I got it right this time, right?
Yes.
Okay. I thank y'all so very much for getting here, coming here. But now, before we go, a couple of things.
Okay.
How can people get in contact with you besides the websites?
I'm on Facebook still under Crystal Diggs. That's my first Facebook page. Or you can find me under Who Digs Me Hampton Roads, or Who Digs Me, or Diggs Inc. INC, or The Collections of the Bella, or Diggs, or The Beautiful Ones.
Okay. Not a problem.
Got a lot going on.
But you can email me to make it all simple at info@whodigsme.com.
Okay. So if I do a live show or convention and things like that, I can call you and you can bring your whole crew and everybody come to my shop.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I do have a personal theme. I do have my own personal team of production, style, hair, makeup, the whole shebang.
Okay, I'm going to have to get you and everything. Mr. Haskins says I can dig it.
Appreciate it, sir. Appreciate it.
You guys should put that on the shirt.
And-
That's
cute.
actually my slogan. Either
I
you
like
dig me
it.
or you don't.
Okay.
I like that.
No problem. And you, Miss Gittins, how can people, how the other young girls who heard this is like, I'm going through trouble, whatever, just that.
You kind of got to go through mom because she's still 16. She's actually not on Facebook. We
Okay.
tried that. It didn't work
Good.
out.
Good.
She's on Instagram under Alexis_2dope. There's no pictures up there. But if you want to get in contact with her, she does have, there's a contact email. I think it's info@thecollectionsofthebella on the website to get in contact with her. But most people, I'm the momager. They got to go through me.
I'm not into social media.
They got to go through me to get through her.
All right. Favorite TV show?
Oh, I don't know. I don't. Funny enough,
Do you
I don't.
not
Funny
watch
enough,
TV?
I don't. Funny
I was about
enough.
to say she's like me. I bet she
See,
doesn't
I watch
TV.
TV, but I watch a lot of good stuff. But
No,
you know.
I'm on Netflix documentaries.
SpongeBob.
I was gonna say SpongeBob.
You
I
know
swear, I was just about to say SpongeBob.
You know what?
The Twilight Zone.
The old Twilight Zone.
Oh,
And Live in Color.
okay.
Okay.
I actually don't watch. I don't watch television because I'm supposed to be on it.
Favorite
That's not
favorite
Bible.
book, but after the Bible, favorite book.
Still like an artist. I think I'm so bad. I'm losing it. It's called
Who's
Still
the
Like an
art- oh,
Artist.
you don't know the art-
I
the
have it in
author?
my iPad. It's called Still Like an Artist. That book changed my life. It tells you that nothing is original, like nothing.
No.
People will steal your stuff and take it for their own. And it kind of gives you a different mentality when you have a creative mindset, how to treat everyday life and not take it personal.
I like that. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Favorite book.
Cat in the Hat. That was like the last book I read.
She's honest.
Now we know what's going on with the grades. Okay, you must read a book a
We're
month
actually
minimum.
reading this book, Chicken Soup, something like that.
Chicken Soup for the Soul.
I think that's what.
Okay, not a problem. All right, I heard iPads around here. I'm going to let it go today because I'm not an Apple fan, but we're going to let that go. Now, the last thing is, I put up a vote out there online about the words of the week.
Okay.
Okay. Now, just to give you a premise, okay, I left it alone for a little while. The words of the week, the purpose of it is just to help improve vocabulary, especially within the minority community. Some of these words I did know, some of them I didn't.
Okay.
But the whole goal is just to have you here. It's not a gadget game or anything else. It's just for there to have fun. Mr. Sincere severely hates it. So he's not a fan of it.
I'm not the only one.
I
though.
second that.
Your two co-hosts are like, nah, cuz you got to go.
But I did,
buzz with it.
but I did say I would put it to the vote online, and a lot of people said keep it. Now
I didn't get a chance to vote on that.
Well,
You know where I need to go. You didn't
there
include
were
me in
like
the vote.
5 that said get rid of it,
Okay.
but there was like 9 that said to keep it.
And Michelle, we need to find them 9 folks.
So I'm gonna play a couple of words for you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do each one at a time, and I need you to spell the word.
Oh, you tripping?
Just try. Just
I ain't been in school since 1998.
You live life. You're always in school, sweetheart. So we're gonna play the word, and then also let you try and get the definitions. Okay.
Oh,
So my English teacher.
Here's the
right.
first
Because I'm
one.
about.
Caregiver seat.
What?
Tergiversate.
I heard turd.
Tergiversate.
Tergiversate. Wait.
Tergiversate.
Who in their right mind is using that word on a regular basis?
Tergiversate?
Who's
Church of
using that?
State? Does it say Church of State?
No.
That's what it sounds like. I'm like, it's
Tergiversate.
So go ahead now.
Tergiversate.
You can let that. You can let. Okay, go ahead, Alexis.
TERGVAS. You said receipt.
Receipt.
IITE.
Nope, you were heading the right way, but it's TERGIVERSATE.
You was on there for the last person.
You was on it. You was very good. I give
I
you
was about to say, A for effort.
Now, it's a Latin word, so tell me what it's a verb.
Trying to figure out what it is.
So it's a verb. So it's something you do. Is that right?
Yeah, technically
I gotta ask a few questions.
Go to
here.
church.
you
Turns to receipt.
you
You turn to seat. You turn to sit down.
it's something you do, but it's not something you do physically, but it's something you do more mentally.
Mentally.
I would like to buy a vowel.
What, a meditation or something?
No. Well, it means to change repeatedly one's attitude or opinions with respect to a cause, subject, or idea.
So we had the change part, changing the seat.
Yeah,
Verse.
that was close.
Change.
Now,
Verse. We was on it.
now Miss Diggs.
We was a group effort.
No. You have to give it to me in a sentence. Give me a sentence.
You better turn the seat. You better turn the seat and close that computer.
Okay.
You better turn the seat. What words you gonna give me?
Okay, I give it.
I like it. That was a good
That
sentence.
was that what you changed it?
Yeah.
You better turn the seat. You
We're all voting for that one. That's good.
You better
Okay.
turn the seat.
I second. I like it.
Okay, let me give you the second word.
Okay.
Sapient.
Who?
Second.
No,
Sex cellulite.
Sapient.
Sapient.
Go ahead. Let's get on.
SEPIANT.
Oh, you just reversed. You just reversed two letters. Try again.
It's sapient, right?
Sapient.
Wait, say it.
Change the A and the E around.
SAPIENT.
There you go, girl.
You better see.
There you go.
There it is.
She helped you.
Come on, Salem,
Okay.
Sun
Get her
Devils.
in a spelling bee. That was good.
All right. Now, what does sapient mean? It's really
It
easy.
sounds something like underwater.
Like a
serpent.
Homo sapien.
A serpent.
No, I thought that's meant human. I don't know.
Sapient.
Sapient.
A sapient.
Okay. Help us out.
Think of Aristotle. Think of
Is it a person?
yeah.
It's a type of person?
No, it's what people think of.
Aquaman?
As person. No, think of
Fishman?
out of water.
It sounds something like water.
Nothing with water. That's serpent.
Oh, well then I'm out
Okay.
back. Go ahead.
Some people who think of pastors, grandparents.
Somebody that helps other people?
Okay, but they come to them for
Information?
what's another form of information?
Help?
Another word. You
Guidance?
seek
Wisdom?
guidance. There you go.
Wisdom.
Having great wisdom and discernment.
I am a serpent. Serpent.
Yeah, but
Sapient.
sapient is an adjective.
The work she shows is a. I don't have anything else.
No, that's you're using it as a noun. No.
I go to a sapient when I need advice?
No, it still has a noun. Person, place, or thing you're using as a noun. No.
So are you gonna give it to us? Give me
No, you give it as a sentence.
Oh, that was aggressive.
Mr. Sincere.
I don't participate in these anymore. So I'm gone.
Ms. Brandy.
I was just trying to stay quiet so nobody would ask me anything. I was like, maybe they'll forget I'm here.
You know, when all fails, we come to Ms. Brandy.
Long ride home.
Okay.
Kind of tight.
Steven, would you like to use it in a sentence since nobody else seems to be able to grasp
Yeah, I nominate you.
The sapient individual of my grandmother is very good.
It looks like he's reading the screen.
I feel like he has. He probably got
No.
the sentence, the sample sentence.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
You on Wikipedia?
He already knows what it is.
You on Wikipedia right now?
No.
He already knows what it is.
He's on the Wik. He's on the Wik right now.
A lot of these words I've gotten on my own just from reading over the years. I read a lot. I'm a little behind this year, but I do read a lot.
Yo, I'm reading this book right now, and now that I know I'm be doing my interviews, I gotta get the titles. It's called "People Can't Drive You Crazy If You Don't Give Them the Keys."
I love that.
That gent right there.
I like
Change your
that
life.
so much. I'm
I
gonna
gotta
say
go
that
for
to
that,
somebody.
Since they drive you crazy on a regular.
Here's the last word, and we're going to cut it.
There's
I
another
like
one. I
it.
thought it was only
It's
two.
always 3 words, remember?
Son.
Okay, 3
Let's do
words.
this. Let's go.
Adiaphorism.
What?
Is that English? What did she
Yes.
just say?
Adiaphorism.
Idealism? What?
What is it?
Adiaphorism.
Can you say it out loud?
Adiaphism. Adiaphism. Adiaphism.
Sounds like you're saying a bunch of vowels, like e.
Well, there's a lot of vowels in it.
I don't know. Just
I-
This is like
I.e. aphorism?
Adiaphism, yes.
Aphorism?
Yeah. Aphorism. Aphorism.
I.
No, there's no I in it, but
A.
odd.
O? Does it start with O?
No. You had it starts with an A. You had that one.
A. A-E.
Here, let me find.
Okay.
I'm trying to find another. Let's find a. I'm trying to. I know it's a hard word. I'm trying to find the another person to pronounce it for you.
I.e. aphorism.
I think that pretty much says it all.
Aphorism.
I offer you a ism.
Adiaphorism.
ID aphorism? Is a D in there?
Yes.
So
So it's A-D, what?
Aphorism.
A-D-D-I-O...
Aphorism. Aphorism.
Aphorism or ism?
Aphorism.
Ism? So there's a Z in there.
Yes. No. It's no. You pronounce. It's no Z, but aphorism.
It's I-S-M in there. No, I-C-M. It's like a C in there. Ism. It's S-M.
It's a Latin.
Ism.
Okay. Adiaphorism.
That's what S. I knew there was like a I-S in there.
Okay. It is a noun. It means tolerance of actions or beliefs not specifically prohibited in the scriptures.
What was it? Say it for me one more time. I want to use that in my office tomorrow.
Tolerance of actions or beliefs not specifically prohibited.
Tolerance.
This is how you feel about Trinity words. I fear them to allow us to sit here and deal with this.
I am so mad.
Tolerance of it.
Hey, I tried to.
We are tolerant of aphorism.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And she said it.
All right. I'll let you go with that
Well,
one.
we appreciate you, though.
That's no
Appreciate
problem.
You. Appreciate all your life.
All right, no problem. But I appreciate all of you for being here. Turn your receipt. Thank you, Mr. Atkins. But I appreciate everybody joining in with us today because we had a lot of fun. We got a lot of things get going and stuff like that, and it was pretty interesting of a day. And as always, as I explained with Enliven Radio, we have to always learn how to handle different situations in life and love and stuff like that. Anything passing words? What you learned this week, Miss Brandy?
I learned that basically from my own issues that God won't put more in you than you can handle, and if he does and you feel that way, then just keep it up and stay strong. And I think that having these guests on our show today show that if you just put your mind to it, you can do anything regardless of what you have.
Amen. Miss Diggs.
I'm sorry. What did I miss?
Lessons learned, thoughts before we get cut out.
That you're not here for you. You're just not here for you, and just remember that when you move forward, because you helping somebody out there to help you.
All right, young lady.
I learned your experiences help other people with their experiences.
Say that one more time.
Your experiences help other people with their experiences.
All right, sincere.
I came away with it kind of inspired in a way to see, clothing lines and things of that nature. Very difficult to do, but you have to have faith and belief in what you're doing. So I think it's real good that y'all are on that.
Also, I'm gonna read it. I had two statements for y'all last.
Two statements or two?
Well,
essays.
Paragraphs. Okay.
Words that I'm gonna leave y'all off with. Okay?
2 words.
Well, just kidding. First, imagine there's a bank account that credits your account each and every morning with $86,400. It carries over no balance from day to day. Every evening, the bank deletes whatever part of balance you failed to use during the day. What would you do? Draw out every cent? Of course. Well, each of us has a bank. The name of that bank is time. Every morning, it credits you with 86,400 seconds. Every night, it writes off as loss whatever of this you have failed to invest to a good purpose. It carries over no balance, allows no overdraft. Each day, it opens a new account for you. Each night, it burns the remaining off the day. If you fail to use the day's deposits, the loss is yours. There is no drawing against tomorrow. You must live in the present on today's deposits. Invest in it so that you can get from it the utmost health, happiness, and success. The clock is running. Make the most of your day. And you, young lady, I'll say just the top part for you.
Promise yourself to be strong, that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. Look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true. Think only of the best, work only for the best, and expect only the best. Forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. Give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. Live in the faith that the whole world is on your side as long as you are true to the best that is in you. Kristen D. Lazon.
Amen, girl. Give me a high five for that one. There you go. Everybody, y'all have a blessed one. Check out all our great shows on LegacyInternetRadio.com. On Monday night, we have 8 No Half Steppin' with Marcus J., the old flagship show. We got it going for you from 7 to 9. Of course, today we got Enliven Radio. Tomorrow from 7 to 9. You got the Green Room 2.0, version 2.0, with Mr. Jay Grizzly and comedian Lissa P. And also on Thursday, you have Iron Horse Radio about the biker experience. We got you going on with that from 7 to 9. And Friday, one of our great news shows, we got Clutch, all about sports, who can get it done, who can't, everything else, from 7 to 9 with Ruben and everybody else over there. So much fun. And Saturdays, we got the little bit of mix of who did they play that. We got a little bit of the reggae music mix and deep house sessions with DJ Renee Melendez from 7 to 9. All you can check out from LegacyInternetRadio.com. Email us at enlivenradio, ENLIVEN radio @gmail.com. Of course, you can like us on our Facebook page. You can like us on our personal pages, and we got it together. Everybody have a blessed one. We're out. Bye-bye.